Good afternoon. Artzenin, and let me just open up and say sorry about yesterday. We had a storm come through here, lost power. It was bad. it was really bad. Power has been restored, but there are still people out there that don't have power. So if you pray, please be praying for all the people who don't have power at this time, and for the men and the teams that are coming in and helping our area that's not even their own. Like, they're coming from different counties or they're coming from different states. So it is pretty bad. This aside, today we're going to be talking about the finale of Snapshot, which was supposed to and was scheduled to drop on the 6th. But there was no way it was going to happen because of not having power. But Lord strikes again. There's more to the finale. I was trying to rush it. I was trying to quickly tell the overview of the end for the finale of season 1. And Rua revealed that there's going to be a player, another player, and not just any player. Her name is Dolphin. Dolphin is important, not to me as the author, but more so important to Deja, who is Lion in Lee Jiu. Deja has never really been, shall we say, fond of women. Maxine is her soulmate. That's one thing. But at this point in the story, she is just now getting her memories back of her past at Purity Vale, Oregon, and her relationship with Maxine. It's still kind of all up in the air. She's warming up to the fact that, okay, not only did I have friendship with this person, I had intimacy, platonic intimacy with this person. Dolphin is a girl at age 8. Deja, 23. From what the Lord has revealed, Dolphin will be playing more of a significant role than I would have wanted. I kind of was okay with killing off this Lee Jiu player because the scene that the readers are going to read in the finale is showing you all as the readers the darkness, the evil of just how bad Lee Jiu can be, and what some decks and kings or queens of a deck is willing to do, and how far down a rabbit hole they are willing to go just to win the audience with the game master. I use the French term, the game master female edition. I just don't have my notes in front of me, and I don't feel like opening up Google and having an AI bot tell me how to pronounce game master in French. But they want to have an audience. They want to win Lee Jiu. Why? Why are these players going around doing unorthodox tactic, war crimes, and strategies against decks like Mantle, which is Deja's deck? Her deck is Mantle, and they're not as strong anymore. They used to be when Snake, who's Gustavo, his real name, when Snake was over Mantle, the Lee Jiu players respected Mantle. They do not respect Deja. She's a woman. I mean, they have queens, you know. It's not like Lee Jiu is sexist in that regard, but Deja, they have never accepted. The females who are in strong positions, whether they're jokers, aces, jacks, or a queen, those particular females have earned the respect of the men. They have earned the respect of the Trump Council. They have also earned, in a way, their place in Lee Jiu. So when you have a player that wants to go against another player or another player's king or queen, some decks, depending on their reputation, will get special treatment, or they could be considered for alliances. For example, Shota, which is Dragon's deck, wants to have friendly turns and alliances with evasion. That is Parasite's deck. It doesn't matter that they're both men. It matters that they are equals in how they think, how they strategize, and how they execute their authority as players. Does that make sense? Deja's getting a lot of heat right now because there's no respect. And Shota has done something terrible to her deck as a result. The scene was not easy to write. The scene was dark because I had to really hone in on the graphic, the gore, the malice, the blood, the murder scene. Not because I'm sick and twisted, but because these people are sick and twisted. These people think there is nothing wrong with going up to another person's property. I mean, if you think outside of Lee Jiu, this is what it would look like. A person walks onto someone's property and mutilates, obliterates, and attacks everyone on that property, and then leaves like, hey, that was cool. See you later. There's nothing normal or psychologically sane about something like that. But in Lee Jiu, that is how they behave towards players who they see as incompetent, lazy, unnecessary, or they just don't like you. I mean, if any of the decks one day decide, all collectively get together, that they don't like a specific deck, all those decks would have a temporary alliance just to take out one deck. If a certain king or queen of a deck decides, I just don't care for deck so-and-so, let alone their king or queen, they'll do something to ignite what is called a territory challenge. A territory challenge in this book is when you get a card hand-delivered. It is rarely ever sent by email or text. It is hand-delivered by an ace or a joker. I haven't quite decided if I want it to be strictly an ace thing or if jokers and aces can. Real quick, for those who have not gone to the website and read the Lee Jiu hierarchy file. So an ace can visit territories of any king or queen and go anywhere they want if their king and queen is in the area. They have to be with their king or queen. If they're not, they get penalized and can be removed from Lee Jiu just for breaking this one rule. But if it's a joker, jokers do not actually have a direct tie to their king and queen. They're hired. Aces are within the deck. A joker is like a wild card in a common deck game. You know, in reality, when you play a card game, aces and jokers, kings and queens, and jacks are up here. But you throw a joker in, sometimes a joker is a wild card. So in this book of Lee Jiu, which is based on a card game, in a way, sort of, if you have a joker, they don't need the king or queen's permission to go between territories that belong to another king and queen. Does that make sense? They can do whatever they want. They don't have to wait for permission, and they don't have to travel. But aces do. Where a joker doesn't have permission, an ace needs one. And Shota went and did this move. And I'm thinking they did it with jokers specifically because Shota would obey the rules. But Shota did this terrible move, sending their people across the water into another country, because Shota is Japan. Dragons over this deck, and he has other territories and other, he has Oshima, he has Tokyo. I think he has Britain. No, he defeated the king of Britain, and that's why he has Britain. That's right. But his base, his primary operations is always going to be in Japan. I forget the city. It's a unique one, and there's a lot of castles there. I did my research on it. He's in that place, whatever city that is. So what he did, he sent his jokers and his numbers over to Paris, France, invaded Deja's territory, not breaking a rule, because the whole reason he did this was to initiate a territory challenge. Sometimes players, when they are tired of another deck or a specific player that's associated in a deck, they'll do this garbage. They will do this extreme act just to make them angry and to make them move. At this point in Snapshot, Dragon is livid with Deja. He wants her to live up to Snake's name, and she doesn't. But little does, and this is a slight spoiler, little does Dragon know, Deja is doing what she has already previously been told. Snake may have died and exited, but he told her what to do. Meaning, Deja's not doing the moves that she's doing in League U to tick people off or to be considered on the defensive, where everyone wants her to be offensive, and she's just been playing defensive this whole time for the past 7 years. She is following her former king's orders. He told her exactly what to do. And because this is all a strategy thing, of course Snake, before his grand exit, he didn't tell the other kings and queens this. No, why would he reveal his master plan? Deja has to finish it. So what appears to be her acting weak and just not caring, or the lack of authority as a queen, is not the case. So when Shota went onto her territory and attacked Dolphin, the Holy Spirit wants Dolphin to basically be more than just a replacement number. No pun intended. There are numbers in a deck, but I mean, when I say replacement number, somebody that Deja just saw as another person that she can easily replace. Dolphin is not going to be easily replaced because Dolphin is going to play more of a significant role. She very well may have one of the 7 powers too. This is just season 1. And in season 1, you have at least 3 people that the reader will meet that have one of the 7 powers mentioned in the Book of Reuben. Maybe one of the reasons Rua is doing this is because Dolphin is going to have one of the powers. If so, I am here for that, because if that's the case, wow. We're not just going to spare any League U player. We're sparing a player that has one of the 7 powers, which would be of interest to Maxine, because she's the main focus. Maxine will always be the main focus. But Maxine, in a way, has wondered, are there more people like me out there? Where are they? How could I ever meet them? Will I ever find them? Dolphin's one. I bet you anything Dolphin's going to be one of those people. And if she is, great. But if not, she still is significant, because this is going to be the person that Deja adopts. This is going to be Deja's adoptive daughter. I didn't have plans for Deja to be a mom through adoption. She's going to be a mom the other way when she gets up with Bull, who's Cyril. But for right now, the idea of having Deja being a mother figure to Dolphin, I'll make it work. I mean, this is what the Lord wants. I talked to the project manager. It's going to be a thing. It's fine. It's just going to require me to push the finale a little further off. And for the record, I wanted that to be stopped at page 50. I'm like on page 79. So this is going to be good. I'm looking forward to seeing what Dolphin's going to bring to the table, how her relationship to Deja will help Deja, change her, or maybe just teach Deja a lesson. I will hopefully still have power by the end of the week. We're supposed to get another storm. But if not, I'll see you guys in the next update. Take care of yourselves. And if you are in the area where the storm's about to hit, please stay safe and warm. Much love. Bye.